Capricorns, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Capricorns this week? Firstly, you have the Five of Swords. Then you have the Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles. Then you have the Page of Cups. Then you have the Five of Pentacles. So as always, I'll talk you through these cards first, and then I'll clarify and get more out of them. But firstly, Five of Swords. Seems like there's unnecessary, I was going to say banter, but that's not the word. There's unnecessary conflict or back and forth around you happening. This could also be inner conflict in some way. But there's definitely something that's just, you're aware that it's unnecessary, but it doesn't stop it from happening. And I just feel like there's a little bit of annoyance around you that you're feeling, either of other people. Why are they arguing about this, right? Like politics or something. There's something people are arguing about that they can't really change. Or there's you arguing with yourself and you're like, why am I doing this? And it's almost like, yeah, you're just a little bit annoyed. Then you have Four of Pentacles, which is, some of you are being very stingy, or you're being careful at least, but almost too careful. Others of you, you're the opposite end of the spectrum. You're just splashing your splashing your cash. I was gonna say splashing your money, and then I said splashing your cash, and it went mash. You're splashing your money a little bit, or you're not, and you're being very, very careful. It's like extremes of the spectrum, but either way, it's just a heavy attention on money. And that might also be with this card right next to the Five of Swords, where the conflict is coming from. There might be you trying to figure something out to do with your money this week, and it's causing a little bit of stress. Then you have Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a happy surprise, so that's nice. Right in the middle. Page of Cups is definitely like something popping out of the blue. I don't know why I'm getting like there's something you're not that worried about though. There's something you're not that worried about. Others would be. Others would be if they were you. They'd be like, oh my god. But you're very, either you've dealt with worse, or you're just very secure in your ability to make things work. No matter what's happening, you're like, I've got it. And then with the Page of Cups, you get really lucky and it goes, oh, okay, I really do have it. Like, it's almost, like it seems like you've got this optimism of, it'll be fine. And then something in the back of your mind's like, what if it's not? And then with the Page of Cups, you're right, it is fine. Something like happens right when it's supposed to. Then you have Five of Pentacles, which is kind of feeling alone. There's something around that of not feeling like you don't have enough people around you, or even anyone that, like, even if you've got lots of people around you, nobody that actually gets you, nobody that actually understands your way of thinking or way of talking. Also, some of you may like have certain jokes or something that others don't get. Right, like British humour if you're in America, and like people just don't quite find you funny, they don't get where you're coming from. Like there's something where you haven't found your people that understand you, or you're currently not around them. Clarify the Five of Swords. You have the Seven of Pentacles. I quite like how you're handling this. Some of you might be used to your own inner turmoil or inner conflict, because there's something where you're just being patient with yourself for a change. Maybe in the past, whenever you would have like arguments with yourself or constantly back and forth, like, is it this way, is it that way, did this happen or did this? There's something where you're just being patient and calm with yourself until like your thoughts unravel and stop getting all blocked up. Others of you, you're being patient with others while they're fighting. They're having unnecessary conflicts, talking about politics, whatever it is. I don't know why I keep saying politics, this is random, but there's something people are kind of back and forth about, and you're just kind of having to observe from the sidelines, and then you're like, well, they don't know any better. There's something where you're being really patient, because maybe a past version of you would be very annoyed with these people and maybe say, what are you doing? What are you fighting about? But this version of you is like, well, they're obviously happy, otherwise they wouldn't carry on arguing with each other. Like, there's something where you're very patient. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. You have the Page of Swords. There's like a nervous messenger. There's someone that wants to tell you something. Like an accountant has something to tell you, or something about money. Someone has something to tell you about money, and they're almost like really nervous to talk to you because they think you're either going to take it the wrong way, or it's like you might be a little bit intimidating this week because somebody's like lightly tapping you on the shoulder. Capricorn, can I have a word with you about your bills or about this? And there's something where someone's being very like nervously has a message for you, but it's not bad, but they're just nervous of you. There's someone in particular, and this could also be somebody that might have a crush on you or something, because I'm trying to figure out where this nervous energy is coming from, of like, because it doesn't feel like bad news that they have to tell you, they're just nervous to say it. Clarify the Page of Cups. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So with the Page of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, some of you are surprised there's something coming back around that you let go of. You could have been a job interview, could be something you entered, could be something you applied for, right? Something that you've kind of let go of and forgotten about. I feel as if it's going to surprise you and come back around right when you would need it most, but right when you've also completely forgotten it existed, or that you even tried for it. It's because Knight of Pentacles is like very genuine, very guided, very like slow and steady, and I'm just feeling like with the Page of Cups, something that's started a while ago, it's happening slow and steady, it's going to pop back up and surprise you. This can be to do with love, because it is a Knight of Pentacles, doesn't matter if it's a man or woman. I'm just feeling like with that cup there as well, it's like a happy surprise. So this could be someone maybe you dated a while ago, things weren't quite the right timing, you were like, it was meant to be, it'll be in the future, we'll meet up again. There's something where it's like something or someone from a very long time ago maybe that pops up and you go, oh, right when I would really want to talk to you, you're here. I don't know, it's very serendipitous, but also like there's an optimism around this. Like I said, when the Page of Cups first came out, there's something where you almost knew this would all work out eventually. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Seven of Wands with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah. I like your energy. You're very persistent. Seven of Wands, persistent, hardworking. You stand up for those you love and those around you and yourself as well. And then with the Five of Pentacles, there's something where you're just being persistent and working at it until, instead of you, with the Five of Pentacles, this could very easily be somebody going, oh, I'm all alone. I have nobody. Nobody understands me. But with the Seven of Wands, you're like, oh, I'm all alone. What am I going to do to change that? Like, there's something where you're looking at yourself from like a zoomed out perspective and not really feeling sorry for yourself. You're like, well, it's not permanent. I'm going to change that. I'm going to meet people. I'm going to go here. And there's something where you're just being very, very like grounded in not letting anything get to you. Because you're like, well, I could be upset about it, but that's not going to make me meet anybody that I connect with. That's not going to get me any friends. That's not going to find my people. There's something where you're deciding to find or search or even just like stay the course until they find you. You're just being more, it is what it is. You're very, very like, most people would be probably quite dejected in your, if they were in this, but you're just like, meh. Because I feel like a lot of you, either it's you're traveling, you're overseas or something, you're somewhere you're not used to, and so you haven't found your people there, and that's why you're and then you're like, oh well, not found them yet. I'm gonna get you another card because it's very random. What else is happening? The Wheel of Fortune. That's what I like to see, because that means there's a change coming when it comes to that. So there is a very fast change of you. It's almost like the universe really likes your persistence. And so it's like, well, you're willing to not be upset about this and go and find a solution. Here you go. Here's your people. And almost like shoves them straight into your life right when you're willing to go and find them and handpick them yourself. They suddenly turn up, like you collide when you're supposed to. Because you don't let things get you down. You're then being rewarded with very, very nice people, like good souls that you would really connect with. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Solitary Tuesdays.